wealth actually is a thing of the mind. I'm over 40, and I truly think that now I can say that this world is a wicked place. I did a research recently, and I discovered that there is no physical campus where people can go in and learn how to be wealthy. It's wickedness. You know why? The whole system hijacked before we came. People came up with your curriculum, and your curriculum was designed to make you poor. Whether you believe or not, that's your business. They designed your curriculum to make you poor. And that is why many that did not go to school, they are more wealthy. I'll tell you the truth. I don't remember what I learned in the school I went to. I don't remember. I can't even remember. The only thing I remember is what they put in my head, that they said, since I'm in business admin, economics is trying to understand how to manage the scarcity. You know, how do people create a system called education, and they are telling me that I should come and learn how to manage what is scarce? What is scarce? Money is scarce that they are printing. How can what you print be scarce? When they don't have, they will print it and it becomes inflation. They don't suffer inflation. There are two people that I'm talking to: the government and the financial institute. And the people, deep state, people control. You think they're the one controlling this world? People are controlling it. They determine what happens. And that is why you want to be wealthy. There is a system you should bring and use to beat their system. It's called a system of knowledge. So that what they have created from you, you go against it, like mortgage. Sure, you are here because you saw the advert or you saw the training called that mortgage is a scam. Yes, a big, 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 big scam. How many mortgages do they have? How many bankers that are the owners of the companies have mortgage? Do you ever know, have you ever sat down to think of how did money become money? How did it come? How did currency come? In my Wealth Academy, I will have a study on money. I can't say a lot on this video because it's a study, full study. I had to study this thing. How did this currency? Many don't have a clue. Wealth is as a result of exchange of value. So they knew that if they don't stop us to exchange value, we will catch them. How were we trading? It was trade by barter. And land was so important. And that is why you can see the way they are fighting for land, fighting for farmers, fighting. Because they understand, in case you don't have a land, after this training, you better click the link and ask for one. Land is so key. So people that have land, they will exchange it. People that have orange, they will exchange it. So life was based on give me your value, I give you my value. The value that was more important was more expensive. So dollar or pounds is not supposed to be more expensive because somebody is saying it's more expensive. Can't you see? So they made their own more expensive than your own. And that's the kind of place that some people want to run to and want to collect mortgage. They don't catch you. At age 70, you will still be paying. Then if you cannot finish paying, you give it to your children to pay. You start your life with mortgage and end with mortgage. What a life. That's not the reason. Let me teach. So there was trade by barter. There was trade by barter. So every value that you have, then farmers, look at the way people became big. A man will marry many wives because they want more people to work with them. So they have more plantation. And so that makes them bigger. So that means he has to do with what you can put on the table. If you're a woman, hear me. No man is ready to marry a woman that is trophy. You better have something to put on the table. So it does not become a scam. That's another training. Just by the way. Why did I have to do this training? I saw my friend in Canada. Cried. Was crying. Took mortgage. That led her into the kind of debt that it will take Holy Ghost to bring her out of. Now she has run away from the house to come. First of all, how do you even buy mortgage and you go and stay there? You are paying rent to the bank. You say, I have a house. Oh, I live in London. And I have a house. Mortgage. You are a tenant to the bank. You're not the owner of the house. You just change your landlord. You moved your landlord from me and you moved it to the bank. And that bank landlord, they are very wicked. No feelings because it's a system. You know, when you have created wealth from nothing, there's this passion and anger you have when you see people making mistake, thinking that that's the way to wealth. And that's why when you want to learn wealth creation, you better go and learn from someone that created it. Not the one that went to one school that they deceived them. There's no even school to teach you wealth creation. Anyway, I'm looking for the school. I didn't see. I wanted to go. So I've created one school called the GO Wealth Creation Academy. Yes, you can join the waiting list. And if you want a physical campus, you give us some months. We're on it. The first Africa physical campus for wealth creation. Africa. You know, they have already said that they are afraid of us. We are coming. It's not existing. Hear me. Because every system that they have created is a scam. And mortgage is one of them. So let's go into the mortgage. Let's not leave this training. So they give you mortgage. Come and take mortgage. Come and take. You can't even take in Nigeria. That one is like 40%. You are dead at starting. So they give you mortgage. There's a lot of interest on the mortgage. They deceive you to go and stay in the house. You are staying in the house. You are paying mortgage. Even you are still paying. So even if you rent it out, you have to pay. Especially when you are in a place that they gave you mortgage that have tax. How can you be trying to build wealth and you are leaking blood? The same hand you are. So even if you will take mortgage at all, I will teach you how to take mortgage. If you take mortgage to go and sit on the house, you are a tenant. You don't own anything. They will soon collect it when you cannot pay. So taking mortgage and even say you are living there is already a taboo to wealth creation. I didn't say a taboo to life, a taboo to wealth creation. If you are not interested in creating wealth, delete the video. I'm talking to those that are interested in create lasting wealth. You buy mortgage, you stay there, it's a taboo. They'll say you should come and refinance it. They have finished you. And you are staying there, you are refinancing your... You know, I am not an accountant. So the way I will teach it is not the way they will teach it, because they will cream it, cream de la cream. Like the way we have worn lashes, they will lashes it for you. I say this to say that when it comes to wealth creation, principle number 1, you cannot leak when you are building. That means debt is bad. And they will teach you how to use good debt. No, good debt is the debt that you have taken that is producing money for you. So when you take mortgage, it's not producing any money for you, because even you that had ability to pay rent, you have stopped. You don't have ability to pay rent again. The things you were doing to give you money to pay rent, you have stopped it, because now you have been deceived. And you say it doesn't really matter. If I don't finish paying, I will leave it for my children. You are wicked. The Bible says that a righteous man, a good man, good, G-O-D, that means you're a bad man if you take mortgage and you want your children to go and pay for it. No, it's not right. You can buy a house without mortgage. So go and say, I can buy. How come some of us are buying without mortgage? How come? I went to Dubai recently and I give a lot of mortgage to international people, and I'll tell you what to do with it. Why I even sell that mortgage to people is because you don't live in Dubai. So I will tell you how to get the mortgage and make it use it to your advantage. You know what they did to Nigerians? They said, no mortgage for us. And I said, you know why? I'm very happy that there's no mortgage for us, because I don't want mortgage. It's because of me. I don't want. I have the capacity to buy and pay cash. Because buying and paying cash has got nothing to do with my job. It has to do with my mind. As long as I can say I can do it, it's done. What do I need to do? I create opportunities to make money to buy. So what does mortgage do to you? They help your creative ability to reduce. So you don't create opportunities. Many just get, especially when you go abroad, those in America, once you just get there, all they are telling you, mortgage, 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 mortgage. So let's go back to the money matter. So it was trade by barter. So it got to a time that people became, people were acquiring. So they now started to move from one place to another. And that's why the word called commission or deal men is so important, because the deal men were making a lot of money. So in case you don't have a job, you can start to become a joint venture agent. You can become a joint venture agent, and you can go and tell me you want to be a joint venture agent, and I'll register you and I'll tell you what a joint venture agent needs to do. These joint venture agents, that's what I call them. They will go and tell somebody, there's someone that has a plantation. So they were traveling to give information. And so that's where transportation came in. So at a time, when people started to exchange things, they started to get into the gold. So they started to exchange gold with goods. So this gold, because it's heavy, is that a problem to transport it? So they now said, there's what they call the promising note. You know what that is? A note. Like, there are some places, even in Nigeria, where you buy something. In schools, they do it a lot. They call it a voucher. So say children should not bring money to school, they bring vouchers. That was what happened. So what they did was that, you take gold, give me voucher. So that means that my voucher is backed up with gold. So when I hold this promising note, it shows the weight of gold that I have. I'm not telling you film. This is how this works. That's how money matter came. So that paper is what they turn to currency. And what did they do? They removed the gold from the back, especially in USA. There is nothing backing your dollar. The day it will fall, it will be worse than the tower that fell. Nothing is backing it. They stylishly removed the gold. So when they introduced money, they introduced it like that, like gold is backing up this money. That's the way they came into capturing the financial institute. Smart. And so they gave us a word where they can control you. And they controlled you with paper. Dollar, pounds, euro. The day you make up your mind, the day you sit down and use dollar, pounds, euro to determine the life you will live, you are miserable forever. Because that is not money. It's currency. It does not have value. Because if anything happens to it, let me give you a case of Nigeria. When Naira, people that stock Naira, like their life depends on Naira, one day, they said Naira. And it was because they want to buy something abroad. So their own Naira is valued. My own is not valued because my 10 Naira is still my 10 Naira. It's only when you want to exchange it with what I don't know why you're exchanging it with. But guess what? There is a currency that they are attacking, and it's the currency of your mind, and it's the currency of your value. So what do? They put you in a mortgage where they will make your value valueless. And because you are running after to pay mortgage, your brain is no longer working. Instead of your brain to produce real value that you can exchange for big money, your brain is saying 5 jobs. And that is why you should go and stay on a waiting list for the film I'm releasing. It's called Reflection. They will now give you like 5 jobs. You'll be standing. Why? You have mortgage to pay. You have bills to pay. You have this to pay. So your wealth creation ability is stuck. Not that you finish paying that mortgage. After they give you the mortgage, they will give you another mortgage to put furniture. They will give you another mortgage to do this. So the whole mortgage thing is a scam. It gives you a mindset of not doing nothing. 3 things it's going to do to you. Number 1, it makes you think you are a landlord and you are not. And because you think you're a landlord, then you have a problem. Because now that you're a landlord, the capacity to be a landlord will not be a problem. Because now you are a fake landlord. So you are faking it. But it doesn't look like fake because you live there. And your mind, the way the mind was structured, is that there's a consciousness and a subconsciousness. So what then happens is that subconsciously, you are in your house and your ability to produce rent will disappear. Number 2, they put you on a debt line that will cause you to run after money instead of value. And value is more important than money. Because when money depreciates, value does not depreciate. Because I increase my value based on the currency. So that's scam number 2. Then scam number 3. The interest rates, they now make sure it becomes so expensive, you can't even pay again. To finalize it, if you're in a country of tax, they hammer it with tax. Do you know what you're supposed to do? No mortgage. Get your mind to give you the money you can. Your value is big enough to give you a house. If it's one house that you need in this life, your value that you came with to this world is big enough. All you have to do with the value, refine it, package it, polish it, exchange it, and that value will give you a house. Today, pay up your mortgage. If you are taking mortgage, don't stay there. Let the mortgage pay for itself. You go and stay somewhere else and be paying your rent. And if your mortgage is more expensive, your rent is lower than your mortgage, is a problem. So you have to get an expert that has created wealth. Not the expert in the bank that will lie to you. You see, you ask questions from the wrong people. Come and ask me. I know I'm not owing anybody. Do you know how many houses I have? Don't go there. Do you know how many houses my people I've worked with on wealth creation have? Don't go there. Can we take mortgage? There's a way to take it. How to take it? There's negotiation. Where do we take mortgage? There are some countries we will never go. God forbid to take mortgage in some countries. These things are key. I'm not talking to those that want to just live life. I'm talking to those that want to make an impact and be relevant, and they want to create wealth, especially those that they have told they are nobody. Once you have told you are nobody, that's when I want to talk to you. That means there's something they've seen. You are somebody. Yes. And if you are listening to me, you are somebody. Together, let us sit down, and all you need is a consultation. We'll take it up from there. Understand the challenges, the problem where you're at, and we'll be planning it in such a way that you will become exactly that thing that you see sometimes when you sleep is the real you. You become the dream, the image that you can see, not this depth one. Tell them you're not interested in mortgage. And if you take at all, there's a kind of mortgage we will take. Why can I say this? Because I have proved it. I have lived it. And I have studied it. And I have come out of, I now know that these people, they are criminals. Their intention is to make you poor forever. Ask them why they are collecting so much tax from you. Say, it's because they want to do road. With you or without you. When you do not have a job, they do not do road. They want to keep you poor. You tell them, I was not born to be poor. I've seen grace. We're going to work this out. I'm going to own houses, cross-border, and everywhere. And I will give you proof of people that have worked with me and they got it right. I'll see you in the next class. I love you.